Yesterday, Susie and I were kind enough, lucky enough, privileged enough to get to go to a Cinco de Mayo party. Thank you, Max and Sarah. At that party, there were lots of folks from church. Got to talk to the pastor some. Got to talk to some other folks there as well. Got to have a couple of margaritas, break a piñata, eat some fabulous food. Have pictures taken as well. What's the takeaway? Oh, we got to eat a couple of cookies too. About once a week or once a month, I'll have a cookie just for comic relief. Next day, and then we came home, watched the Kentucky Derby, which is great fun. Then we enjoyed a wonderful thunderstorm. Sunday morning today, woke up, and after you've had a couple of margaritas, if you don't drink margaritas, you feel differently than you normally do. Every morning I get up and I do push-ups, sit-ups, leg lifts, and a couple of yoga positions. Today I woke up a little stiff thinking, gee willikers, why am I so stiff? And then I had to laugh at myself and say, do you remember yesterday? Yes, I do. And I thought, well, how about this? How about let's start a new self-destructive habit and not bother to do the exercise today? And I thought, okay, that's exactly where self-destructive behavior begins. You have a day and then you regret it the next day. Not the party part, but having a couple of margaritas part. And you say to yourself, oh, I'll just take the day off. And next thing you know, the day off becomes a week off, becomes a brand new self-destructive pattern. Am I saying that you have to exercise every day and eat properly every day and take in some wonderful Bible doctrine and have great fellowship every day? Those are better days than some of the other days. So I think having habits that are good and helpful for you beats the heck out of self-destructive habits. Then I had to ask myself ever so briefly, where on earth do self-destructive habits originate? Most of the addictive folks I have been around have gone back and said there was some particular triggering event. A lady who gives speeches has come up with a term called whiplash moment, which is a very graphic term for sure, so congratulations to her for coming up with that term. Not my original for sure. When it comes to trauma in current times, there's all kinds of therapy that's now available to you, most of which is fantastically ineffective. Why do I say that? Because I've talked to so many people who for years and years and years have gone through all kinds of therapy. I've talked to some other folks who are really good at just turning people's trauma around in one session. There are several people in Genius Network who have real talent for this and totally admire what they do, and I've actually seen what they do, and I've heard testaments from folks of what they do. So if you have a habit to which you'd like to eliminate, you might consider doing some research, finding some folks who have made a career out of quick turnarounds for you and thorough turnarounds for you, and then go spread that word sooner and later to go ahead and help folks have good, healthy, growing, legacy building talents and habits. Today I'm going to go to the all-European, or is it all British and all-European car show. It used to be at White Rock Lake. Now it's going to be at the Cultural Bathhouse, which is also at White Rock Lake. I'm going to display my XJR-R1 Jaguar. Yesterday I went to the Park Cities car show. Funny about me and car shows, I'll get to talk to some folks that I know there. And I'll be lucky to spend a half an hour at a car show. Why is that? I have other stuff I'd rather be doing than sitting about talking to people about cars. That's just me. That's kind of a revelation. Personally, I really enjoy reading books, hearing people's stories, learning new stuff, spreading information, and puttering in the garden for sure, and cooking. This morning I made a pot of coffee, wonderful slice of toast, with some very natural peanut butter, with the only ingredient in the peanut butter, peanuts. You have to stir that every day to get it back into solution because the oil and the, I'll call it sludge of peanuts, kind of separates. So figure out what you want to be when you grow up, get the habits that you need to go ahead and promulgate that, become that, and enjoy it. Have healthy, life-building, positive habits. This is John Checky. Happy Sunday morning.